Inside the Lines is brought to you by Hendrick Honda of Charleston. When you buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, our Advantage program takes care of you for life. Make Hendrick Honda of Charleston your first choice for your next vehicle. Visit their showroom at 1478 Savannah Highway in Charleston or online at charlestonhonda.com. And we welcome you to our first edition of the new year of Inside the Lines here on CFCSports.com. I'm Jeff McCarriger. Our show each and every week brought to you by Hendrick Honda of Charleston over on Savannah Highway. Obviously, we come to you today inside the men's locker room. They've made some changes in here. Looks great. The guys will be busy. They have 5 games coming up in a 10-day stretch. Guys off to a great start. They are actually 2-0 in conference play. They've won 5 in a row overall, and they're also 5-0 on the road this season. They are second in the country in road wins. Meanwhile, for the College of Charleston women, also off to a great start. They're 3-1. We'll talk about them. They're actually 1 win away from tying as many wins as they've had in conference since the 2009-2010 season. But we'll start today with men's basketball. College of Charleston taking on Furman as they enter into Southern Conference play. 1-0 coming into this game. There's Willis Hall. He's from Charlotte, and he likes to chest bump his teammates. Hall will open up the scoring in this one. 3-pointer from the right wing, and it is good. Good start for the Cougars. Now, just moments later, this time it's going to be Andrew Lawrence. He's going to add a 3 of his own off the feed from Anthony Stitt. And just like that, the Cougars take an 8-4 lead. CFC starts to pull away midway through the first half. They're up 17-6. Lawrence with the steal. Now on the other end, great play by Willis to save it into Anthony Stitt. Lays it in with the left hand, and the College of Charleston takes a 13-point lead. But here comes Furman. Stephen Kroon follows the play, picks up the loose ball, and lays it in. Moments later, Kroon again, the freshman, is going to come up here with a layup. 6 seconds left in the half. And that layup pulls the Paladins to within 5, 27-22 at the half. Second half, Cougars would come out firing again. Off the bench, Nori Johnson had a couple of big shots, and this is one right here, a 3-ball from the left side. And the threes would be contagious just moments later. Andrew Lawrence, watch this one, from deep beyond the arc. Switched it. Cougars on a roll, but the Paladins again would just not go away. 9 minutes left. Colin Reddick is going to spin past the defender. And Reddick with 2 of his career-high 25. That gives Furman a 1-point lead. Now Reddick again takes the high-low pass, and another easy layup for Reddick. It's a 3-point lead now for Furman at 49-46. Now we get into the late moments. 2.5 left on the game clock. Cougars down by 5. Willis Hall. Second basket of the game, a big one, and that puts the Cougars back to within 2. Next possession, the Cougars able to tie it up. And then this, 30 seconds left. Who else do you want with the ball in their hands? The captain, Andrew Lawrence. Off balance, 4-3, and that gives College of Charleston the lead again, 57-54. Watch it again. Andrew Lawrence able to get a nice screen from Baru. Little fadeaway 3-pointer. And the College of Charleston now is finally starting to smell that W. Cougars win it by a final of 60-56, and that's career win number 150 for the head coach, Doug Wojcik. So here's a look at the updated standings on the men's side here in the Southern Conference. In the South Division, Davidson off to a hot start again, 3-0. They're 8-6 overall. There you see the College of Charleston actually with the most wins overall in the season, 10 wins already for the Cougars, and a 2-0 start to conference play. Wofford, Georgia Southern, the Citadel, and Furman all still winless so far. Out of the North, how about Western Carolina off to a good start at 3-0. Elon and Chattanooga, also Samford, all 1-1, so is UNCG. And App State has only played 1 conference game so far at 0-1. Big stretch coming up for the guys as they will start a stretch of 5 games in 10 days. Got a chance to catch up with the head coach.
We put too much time into it. The kids put too much time in. I often think about our team and just how many times I'd be in the office in the summer and I'd hear the music blaring in the arena and how much they play pickup and how much it means to them. So absolutely, I mean, we're playing for a lot of things, but you can't get ahead of yourself. You can't put the cart before the horse. I mean, it's Samford, then it's Chat, then it's Citadel, then it's Georgia Southern. And if we continue to mature and approach it that way and not get bored with practice and getting ready and preparing, then we'll be in a position to talk about that postseason and hopefully talk about a conference championship.
Again, the Cougars on a 5-game winning streak, and this is a big reason why. Look at the guard play by Andrew Lawrence and Anthony Stitt, both of them averaging exactly 16 points per game. Keep in mind, Andrew Lawrence had a couple of back-to-back 20-point games in there as well. Both of them also contributing on the boards. Assists, 4.5 assists per game for Andrew Lawrence, and the steals are up as well. The team captain with nearly 3 steals per game. Coming up this weekend, Samford and the College of Charleston at 7:30 with the tip-off. You can catch all the action on ESPN3 nationally, and you can also watch it locally on MyTV Charleston. Then Chattanooga comes to town to take on Charleston on Saturday at 4 o'clock. You can catch that game web only here on CFCSports.com. And then on Monday, big game at the Citadel. Cougars and the Bulldogs, again back on TV, MyTV Charleston, and ESPN3 with the tip-off at 7 o'clock. We'll take a break. When we come back, the women's side again off to a great start at 3-1 in conference play, a winning record overall. All that as we continue here. It's our first episode of Inside the Lines here in 2013 on CFCSports.com, brought to you by Hendrick Honda of Charleston.
At Hendrick Honda of Charleston, you get our best price every day. When you buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, our Advantage program takes care of you for life. We offer a lifetime powertrain limited warranty, free towing and shuttle service, complimentary loaner cars, and paintless dent repair. Make Hendrick Honda of Charleston your first choice for your next vehicle. Visit us today at 1478 Savannah Highway in Charleston or online at charlestonhonda.com.
And welcome back to Inside the Lines here on CFCSports.com, brought to you by Hendrick Honda on Savannah Highway here in Charleston. Once again, we come to you inside the men's locker room. They've made some really nice changes this year. The guys will be in action again, that big stretch of games coming up. Meanwhile, on the women's side, the women coming into their game against Davidson this week are 3-0 in conference play. They are over 500 overall and looking for their 4th Southern Conference win. If they can get it, it'd be the first time they've had 4 Southern Conference wins since the 2009 and 2010 season. College of Charleston and Davidson both coming into this game undefeated in conference play. First half, Cougars are up early by 1. Freya Tolbert is going to have a nice spin move coming up. Drives, spins, lays it in. 14-11, College of Charleston with the early lead. Davidson, though, would start to pull away a little bit later. Jill Brown tries a long pass up court. Picked off by Schneekus Center. Walks it up court and pulls up for the mid-range jumper. Later, more Wildcats offense. Katrin Shamika drives and dishes it off to Sophia Alexandravagis. I thought McCarriger was bad, who hits the layup and draws the foul. We'll move ahead, about a minute left in the first half, and it's Tolbert with that little spin move again. Spins over her right shoulder, hits the shot, and CFC back to within 4. But Davidson would steal away any momentum in the winning seconds of the half. Barbara Sitton works her way in and dishes to Sophia. We'll just go first names only, who lays it in, draws the foul, gives the Wildcats a 9-point lead at the half. Second half, CFC would make a push at the start of the second. Here's Letitia Harris having a great season, takes the pass and goes to work for 2. Then later, Catherine Hardy would knock down this 3 from straight away, and that pulls College of Charleston to within 3. Very close game. Davidson, though, would not be denied. Here's Alexandravagis with the slick step-back jumper, and she would finish the night with a double-double. 19 points, 12 rebounds. Davidson takes home the win, 65-57. After the win by the Wildcats, they stay undefeated as we look at the Southern Conference standings. Wildcats 3-0, just 6-7 overall. They've had a very tough non-conference schedule. Chattanooga, Charleston, Elon, and Samford all right behind them at 3-1. Chattanooga leads the conference and wins with 10 overall. Appalachian State also above 500 at 2-1. Western Carolina hanging in at the 500 mark at 2-2. Georgia Southern at 1-3. Then Wofford, Furman, and UNC Greensboro all winless so far in conference play. Coming up next for the College of Charleston women, they'll be on the road for 2 straight at Samford on Saturday at 2 o'clock, and then another tough one on the road as they'll take on Chattanooga Monday night at 7 o'clock. The women return home for a matchup against Appalachian State on January 18th here at TD Arena. Again, both the men's and women's teams off to great starts. That'll wrap things up for this week's episode of Inside the Lines here on CFCSports.com, brought to you by Hendrick Honda of Charleston over on Savannah Highway. Again, if you have any questions or comments for the coaches or players, we'd love to pass along your questions, and we'll bring the coaches and players on camera here and have those answered for you. You can reach us via Twitter at CFC Video, or you can tweet me as well at Jeff_CFC. That's at Jeff_CFC. Or, of course, you can post your questions or comments online on our Facebook page, College of Charleston Athletics. That'll do it for this week's show. We'll talk to you next week right here on CFCSports.com.